You gonna get the fuck up off of me? Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that phone. Don't do that.
You gotta go home. You gotta go home.
That shit's fucking weird, son. If
gotta go
somebody
home.
found your address like that and found your number, you wouldn't fucking feel like that.
I'm a minor, you gonna hit me?
The woman shouted angrily, her voice echoing in the store, but the man quickly stepped in, forcefully escorting her out of the shop.
Give me a gas, black him out.
Lift this door. Don't lift this door. Lift this door. Lift this door.
The woman shouted angrily on the street, her voice echoing as pedestrians stared in surprise, clearly disturbed by her outburst.
Oh yeah, he just met me. He likes me. Tell them to stay away from me. I'm sitting there trying to go to McDonald's and
You said you're gonna keep with us. What are you talking about?
shut the f up.
You're a
You
psychopath.
This is the world we live in. That's crazy.
I don't want to be your friend.
Okay. Wow, she says she people like us, bro. You don't want to
You
be
lucky I was raised right. I'll beat the out of you right now.
I don't care.
In the supermarket, two men angrily clashed, their heated argument escalating into a violent fight. Shoppers watched in shock as the chaos unfolded among the aisles.
World star. Fuck it, you talked it. You talked it, world. It's all good. Get your shit on the store. Fuck up the store. Yeah.
Little boy.
It is what it is. Call him. Get him out.
A fight broke out at a 99-cent store when a woman became very angry and lost control. The situation became so tense that security had to intervene and ask the woman to leave the store.
In the store, a furious woman began a violent altercation, throwing items and shouting at employees. The scene quickly drew attention from shocked customers and staff.
Oh, you can stop, but once I present paperwork to you invalidating the traffic stop this, well, I showed it to you, you refused to look at it.
You didn't give me the, I wasn't stepping into your vehicle.
You don't have to step in. I can hold it right here and you can flash your flashlight. I'll do it
Tell
again.
me what I can see, sir.
I can tell you whatever I want because you're a public servant and you work for me. I pay my taxes.
Sorry, what do you say? Because he can't hardly hear you, that's why. If you roll the window down, we're just out looking for drunks, man. We're not here to hurt you or whatever. That's fine. Okay, pull over on that side there just a minute.
I'm gonna take the big my car.
For what reason do you have to...
Ready for another eye-opening episode of Cops America? Before we dive into today's jaw-dropping topic, make sure to smash that subscribe button to stay updated on all things justice-related. Today, we're tackling a headline that's been making waves. Karen gets knocked out cold after power hit. Stay tuned as we uncover the shocking details and shed light on the challenges within law enforcement. Let's get started. On March 25, 2015, an incident occurred involving Tony Soto, a 28-year-old resident of Philadelphia. According to reports, Soto was pulled over by Philadelphia police officer Holloway in the vicinity of the 6700 block of Torresdale Avenue, just outside the Philadelphia metro area.
All right, you said tinted windows, right? That's the reason why you stopped my vehicle?
Tinted windows.
All right, I'll have a tint permit from the state of PennDOT. That's what I'm going to show you first. That invalidates your traffic stop, sir.
Your headlights, sir.
My headlights, what? What's wrong with my headlights?
Your headlight is out.
Oh, no, it's not. Both my headlights are on.
But I can still see your paperwork.
Well, no, you can't. You'll see the tint permit and you'll see my identification, but you won't see the vehicle registration because your traffic stop is invalidated.
No, once I see your paperwork, you don't tell me whether my stop is invalid or not.
I'm telling you right now, Officer Holloway. All right? Here's the, sir, you don't have the right to open my door. This car has video monitoring, just so you know.
Your video.
Okay, you don't have the right to open my door, so you're violating my constitutional right now.
Step out of here.
Sir, I don't have to step out the vehicle.
I see your video monitor.
For my safety and your safety, I'm going to sit in this vehicle and I'm requesting your supervisor now.
You can request a supervisor.
All right, let me give you my paperwork for the vehicle. Well, my tent permit and my identification. That's number one. State of Pennsylvania tent permit. I don't want to get it wet. You can read it. All right. It says I can present it to law enforcement. That's number one. All right. Vehicle registration. I will not be.
Let me see.
According to recent reports, there is concern that Mr. Soto may have been singled out due to his activism. While Officer Holloway had initially stopped Soto for apparent infractions, such as tinted windows and a faulty headlight, it was deemed unjust to prolong the detainment once Soto provided valid documentation for the tint and demonstrated that his lights were in working order. Most courts agree that once cops' suspicions are cleared and there's no crime, they can't keep you detained. Mr. Soto was encountered by law enforcement officers in Philadelphia, where he presented what appeared to be a fire marshal ID and badge alongside his personal identification. However, subsequent investigation revealed that the badge was counterfeit and Mr. Soto was not, in fact, a fire marshal. This discovery came to light after Mr. Soto shared a video of the encounter, prompting further scrutiny from the Philadelphia Police Department (PPPD). Shockingly, it was uncovered that Mr. Soto had a prior conviction dating back to 2008 for impersonating a police officer.
Well, sir, I'm not passing it to you outside this vehicle. It's raining outside. I don't want my paperwork. It's not a problem. Well, then what I'll do is I can call for your supervisor.
That's totally fine.
It's not a problem. Sounds good. All right, time is 7:25 p.m. Officer, all right, invalidated his traffic stop. Says he's stopping me for tinted windows, in which this is a tent permit from the state of Pennsylvania. All right, tent permit from the state of Pennsylvania. That's number one. Can I reach for my license, sir?
Yes, he's refusing to give me his paperwork.
Can I reach for my license?
You can reach for your license.
Thank you. All right. Here is my driver's license. This is number one. All right. Fire marshal identification. That's number two. And badge to go with it. All right. Can you call for your supervisor, sir?
Yes, I did, sir.
Thank you.
I gotta do my job.
Can you shut my door, please? Oh, yeah, that's accurate, too. That's who I work for, just so you know.
That's fine.
We're going to stop all this nonsense with you guys down here just stopping people and doing whatever you want, so that's done. No, sir, Ashley, let me explain something to you. I'm not changing the world, okay? I'm professional, and we're going to change it one person at a time. I'm going to roll my back window up because you're getting inside of my vehicle wet, and I have speakers. You're damaging my speakers by the rain.
Nah,
so can you please...
What's that?
Could you please...
No, it's, yeah, where's your driver's license?
My driver's license?
Yes.
Could you shut my door, please?
I need a second. I'm trying to see if you're...
All right, I'm requesting so he can shut my door. My door is I got speakers, aftermarket speakers on my door, in which they're being damaged. He has my door wide open, so you see. So when I file a complaint, you know, my speaker's being damaged, you guys will be able to see it. So what are you looking for?
I'm trying to see if your high beams was on, because I know when you made that turn that your one light was on.
3 years later, he faced another arrest for the same offense. However, due to variances in Pennsylvania's impersonation laws compared to those of other states, the case was dismissed. According to Pennsylvania's Code 4912, impersonating a public servant only constitutes a crime if the individual gains a benefit from the act. As Mr. Soto did not derive any benefit from impersonating the fire marshal, charges were not pursued under this statute. Nevertheless, this incident raises ethical concerns regarding Mr. Soto's conduct, both during the interaction and his past behavior.
One of my headlights was off, sound like similar to the Brandon Tate Brown issue, you know, but both my headlights are functioning properly. Requested a supervisor at 7:28 and refused to give him the paperwork to the vehicle because the state of Pennsylvania, for the reason why he's stopping me, invalidates his traffic stop for stopping a vehicle just for the sole purposes of sunscreening, in which PennDOT, I have a PennDOT exemption.
Thank you. I have for that today. You can stop it for the sole purpose of vehicle 10, 4520.
Oh, you can stop, but once I present paperwork to you invalidating your traffic stop, well, I showed it to you, you refused to look at it.
You didn't give me I wasn't stepping into your vehicle.
You don't have to step in. I can hold it right here and you can flash your flashlight. I'll do it again.
Tell me what I can see, sir.
I can tell you whatever I want because you're a public servant and you work for me. I pay my taxes.
At all.
I pay my taxes. You work for me.
I don't work for you at all, sir.
You work for me. Well, tonight you work for me, Officer Holloway.
I'm glad.
All right. That's why you're standing there waiting for your supervisor and I'm sitting here.
And I'm perfect.
All right. It's not a problem. And I'll be down here all day and every other day after that and every time you stop me. Here we go. Sunscreen permit again, just so you can see.
Well, I haven't seen it. You can show
all right.
it whatever camera.
Here you go. Here's the seal from state of Pennsylvania right here. Do me a favor. Well, you snatched it out in the window so I can get wet, okay? So, all right. Thank you very much. That thing got it soaking wet now so you guys can see out in the rain. All right. But that's okay. We'll leave that here to dry.
Down
here. So let's go back to the basics of this traffic stop, okay? I'm currently located on Van Dyke and North Street. This will be the 6700 block of Torzel Avenue. Name is Tony Soto for the record, okay? First he says that one of my headlights is out, and after, you know, we're done with this issue here, I'm gonna step out and show you guys that none of my headlights were out, right? All right, and for his safety and my safety, this is being recorded and I requested a supervisor for the record.
And you have you don't have a firearm in the vehicle, do you?
I have no firearms and no weapons. He asked me that I have a firearm in the vehicle. I told him no, and there is no firearm in the vehicle. And I do not give them consent to search the vehicle, and they should know that.
At this critical juncture, it should be noted that Mr. Soto effectively resolved the doubts raised by the officer. Furthermore, Officer Holloway did not have the legal authority to further extend Mr. Soto's detention. Drawing parallels with the tragic Brandon Tate Brown incident of 2014 adds an important historical context. This event, which involved the fatal shooting of 26-year-old Brandon Tate Brown by officers from the 15th Precinct in Philadelphia, highlights the complexity of law enforcement interactions. Mr. Soto's involvement in civil rights activism following the Tate Brown incident underscores the importance of community awareness and advocacy in ensuring justice and accountability.
Okay, so he just pulled from behind me and pulled across the street. He took his vehicle across the street. All right, just so you guys can see this. He's across the street and he just pulled from behind me on a traffic stop. I'm gonna set my phone back down before I get shot and they say that I'm reaching for something. I just find it's really awkward that he pulled from behind me and is sitting across the street. He knew he was wrong. That's what it is, okay? So I guess we're no longer engaged in a traffic stop anymore. Know your rights, people. Know your rights. All right, so we're still on Van Dyke and Nor on this alleged traffic stop, and these cops done pulled from behind me and pulled all the way over to the other side. They didn't even come back up to the car and say anything when I requested a supervisor, and then pulled across the street over there, and they're just sitting there. You know, so I guess they're waiting for me to pull off to say that I pulled off or something, but a minute ago, you know, this was a traffic stop and a traffic violation, and all of a sudden now, what's going on? What happened to the traffic stop? That's because they keep doing the illegal stuff, pulling people over for no reason whatsoever, and people that don't know the law. You will not stop my car thinking that I do not know the law and do not know my rights as a citizen and get away with it. It won't happen. And he says, what do I think, Officer Holloway? Am I changing the world? Yeah, let me take my glasses off for this one. I'm changing it one person at a time because this nonsense is going to stop. It ends now. What's awkward and striking me real awkward is that no other backup is pulled up. It's just this officer and his partner, of whom I did not see, and tried to pull me out the car, like, and I requested a supervisor, and no one's here yet. And they're still sitting across the street after they done pulled from behind me, so you guys can see. They are pulling off, and the supervisor did not show up, and they turned the corner and they're pulling off. They pulled off. Let me get out my car so everyone can see this, okay? Number one, water damage to my door, okay? Let me turn the camera around so y'all can see this where I'm at. I am on Van Dyke and North, Van Dyke Street and North Street, all right? 2001 Mercury Grand Marquis, all right? Let me put my tag on this tape just for purposes of that. JNN 5066. All right. This is my vehicle, 22-inch rims. All right. One of my headlights were supposedly out, right? I want to curse so bad, but I'm a man of God, I can't. What does that look like to you? Do you see a headlight out on my car? Is there any headlight out on my car? None whatsoever. None. Let me turn my other beams on real quick. And this is after the police pulled me over, no supervisor showed up, and they pulled off, all right? Now, you mean to tell me that when they stopped Brandon Tate Brown, okay, that was a justified shooting, and the same thing almost happened with me just now? Take a look at my headlights. 1, 2. Both of them are on. 1, 2. Headlights on the car. Both are on. Both are on. All right, we're going to district now because I just got stopped, and I'm going to call 911 and make 911 to make a report, okay? Van Dyke and North. This is where my vehicle was at. All right, so everyone can see.
Officer Holloway's traffic stop of Mr. Soto, citing a medical exemption, ended abruptly with Holloway's departure, leaving questions unanswered. Mr. Soto, known for activism, faced subsequent arrests for impersonating an officer. Despite his controversial actions, his Mother's Justice for Tony Soto Facebook page highlighted concerns over police conduct. Officer Holloway's behavior was condemned as unprofessional, while Soto's activism, though risky due to his impersonation, garnered admiration for his composure. This incident underscores the complexities of law enforcement encounters and the importance of transparency. While Soto's actions may have crossed legal boundaries, prompts reflection on the broader societal issues driving such behavior. On May 7, 2019, Maryland resident Ray Harris Jr. was stopped by Trooper Lewis from the Maryland State Police in Dunkirk, a suburb outside the D.C. metro area. Harris had been returning home after fulfilling his civic duty by attending jury duty. Two pivotal Supreme Court cases, Pennsylvania v. Mims and Maryland v. Wilson, have established the legal framework allowing law enforcement officers to ensure their safety during traffic stops. These cases grant officers the authority to control the movement of individuals involved in such stops, a measure crucial for officer safety.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Going good. About yourself?
Oh, you went down there, bud.
I'm comfortable right there.
Do what?
I'm comfortable with it right there.
You comfortable with it right there?
Yes, sir.
Let me see your driver's license. Open the door, dude. If you want these back, you can roll that window down for me.
What'd you say, sir? Sorry. What did you say?
Because he can't hardly hear you, that's why. If you roll the window down, we're just out looking for drunks, man. We're not here to hurt you or whatever.
That's fine.
Okay. Pull over on that side there just a minute. Right over here. I'm going to check the bag, make sure.
For what reason do you have to...
Right over
for
there.
what reason? Have you suspected me of committing a crime?
Do what, buddy?
Have you suspected me of committing a crime?
Well, is there anything wrong with the car that we need to know about?
Not that I know, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on, I'm gonna check your tires. I think it looks
They're looking what?
almost illegal. They're almost too slick.
Almost illegal. All right.
What?
Where would you like me to pull over?
Right behind that car.
Behind that one?
Low thing.
So I'm being pulled into secondary because my tires... That's interesting.
Everything correct on your license? You still live at the same address?
I do, sir.
Sit tight for me, okay?
In this instructional piece, Trooper Lewis is depicted giving a lawful command to Mr. Harris, instructing him to exit his vehicle. It's crucial to understand that compliance with lawful commands from law enforcement is mandatory, as failure to do so constitutes a violation of the law. While the Supreme Court has ruled that officers aren't obligated to disclose certain information during traffic stops, such as their identity or the reason for the stop, transparency and courtesy are generally expected from law enforcement agencies. In Maryland, state troopers undergo rigorous training, including a comprehensive 27-week police academy program. This training encompasses various aspects, such as legal knowledge, medical skills, defensive driving, physical fitness, and de-escalation techniques.
This is Georgia State Patrol. For the record, they tried to open my door just because I wouldn't roll my window down all the way before asking for my license or anything. So they said they were looking for drunks. Yes, sir. What does that mean? Yes, sir.
He wants to show you a tire out here, man. It's slick.
I'd prefer to not get out of my vehicle.
I think he needs one. Think about the boy too. He wants to show you, dude, where it's slick out here. It's for your safety. That way you can see about getting you another tire. That's it. Let me ask you something. Are you scared?
To get out of my vehicle? Yes, sir.
You are?
Yes, sir.
Why are you scared of the law?
I'm not scared of the law.
Where are you hiding from?
I'm not hiding from anything, sir.
Okay, well, why are you scared to get out?
Because I feel safer.
You scared of the dark?
Maybe.
Huh?
I might be.
I believe you are. Grown man scared of the dark, that sounds kind of funny to me.
Sounds funny.
Despite his training, Officer Lewis failed to de-escalate the situation and seek a peaceful resolution. It's important to note that drivers aren't legally obligated to fully lower their windows during a traffic stop, although failure to do so, especially with tinted windows, may raise safety concerns for officers. However, it's crucial for law enforcement to prioritize safety over perceived disrespect. Under U.S. law, officers can legally remove individuals for safety reasons if necessary. In this case, Officer Lewis seemed more focused on feeling disrespected by Mr. Harris's refusal to comply, rather than prioritizing safety.
How about hit your blinkers for me? Turn your right blinker on. Turn your right blinker on.
I have no need to turn my blinkers on right now. I have no need to turn my blinkers on right now.
He's doing a vehicle inspection. He wants to check your vehicle. Turn your right blinker on. Thank you. Now turn your left blinker on. Hit your brakes. Tap your brakes. Put your car in reverse to make sure your backup lights are working. Alright, put it back park. He'll come around to the front. Check the front blinkers now.
Trooper Lewis wouldn't be leaning over the glass or arguing back and forth with Mr. Harris if his primary concern was safety. Trooper Lewis would have been safer to back off and wait for help to arrive if he had been threatened and felt the need to take control of the situation. Rather than conversing with Mr. Harris and trying to establish common ground, the trooper opted to aggravate the issue by stating his authority. Trooper Lewis acknowledges the potential safety risk associated with a rolled-up car window. Had Trooper Lewis initially communicated concerns regarding visibility into vehicle, Mr. Harris might have cooperated or taken measures to address these concerns. Trooper Lewis issued what he believed to be a lawful order to Mr. Harris, despite extensive de-escalation training. However, Mr. Harris faced repercussions for non-compliance, leading to his arrest and an 8-hour stint in jail. Fortunately, the charges against him were dropped after a video of the arrest garnered public attention. Now, Mr. Harris seeks to expunge his record and seek restitution for the undue hardship he endured. Additionally, he calls for accountability, urging disciplinary action against the officer involved.
If I see this vehicle out on the road again,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna stop you just because that tire on the right front.
Tire on the right front?
It's very close.
In what way? So I can change it?
Needs a tire replaced.
Tire replaced?
Yeah, you don't know
Tread's too
Trooper
thin?
Mike Freeman, do you?
Who?
Trooper Mike Freeman.
Not that I know of.
You don't know him? Remember him riding you for 84 and a 65?
Yes, sir.
On 575? See why he's scared to get out now. Get that
No,
tire
he was
fixed
very
for me.
professional. I actually had a good encounter. Alright, so I guess I'm free to go. I should have asked for name and badge number, but they did the hand the license as he walked away kind of thing, so I was not able to do so.
Trooper Lewis, who was tasked with maintaining law and order, unfortunately deviated from standard procedures during the traffic stop, exacerbating tensions instead of diffusing them. Although well-trained, his actions did not follow established procedures. However, it is important to acknowledge that Mr. Harris, while not exonerated, lacked the same level of training and awareness of his rights during the encounter. Crux of the matter lies in Trooper Lewis' failure to comply with his training, highlighting the need for ongoing training and accountability in law enforcement agencies. As we wrap up our discussion, it's clear that cases like these highlight the urgent need for transparency and accountability within law enforcement agencies. Remember to stay informed and vigilant, and don't hesitate to speak out against injustice. Thanks for tuning in to Cops America. Don't forget to subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Goodbye, and see you again.